Welcome to the channel. If you're enjoying this content, stay tuned for daily updates on all things astronomy and astrophysics. You can find more videos like this one on our channel. What if one day you looked out your window and saw that a building next door had suddenly fallen into a bottomless abyss? You'd probably assume that the construction was old or that some serious damage had occurred, but what if that structure wasn't a building, but the entire planet? How would you react if you realized that Earth was collapsing? Well, we've got just the thing for you. Get ready for a journey into the heart of a black hole, one of the most bizarre and terrifying phenomena in the universe. To begin, let's talk about the basics. What exactly is a black hole? A black hole is born when a star several times larger than our sun exhausts its nuclear fuel and collapses under the force of its own gravity. The core then collapses, crushing protons and electrons together to form neutrons. The resulting neutron star is incredibly dense, packing several times the mass of our sun into just 20 kilometers. Imagine holding a teaspoon of matter from such a star in your hand. It would weigh more than 10 billion tons. But even such density is not the limit. Under unimaginable pressures, the neutrons can be compressed further, creating an object of infinite density known as a singularity. Surrounding the singularity is the event horizon, the point beyond which nothing, not even light, can escape the pull of the black hole. Anything crossing this boundary is doomed to be ripped apart by tidal forces and consumed by the singularity. Now let's suppose that one of these celestial monsters suddenly emerges on Earth. Would our planet and its inhabitants stand a chance against such a cosmic giant? Let's consider different scenarios depending on the size of the black hole. First scenario, a micro black hole the size of a house, but with the mass of a mountain. This is the size of a typical stellar black hole, the ones that form from the remains of massive stars. A black hole of this size would easily punch through the Earth like a nail through a piece of cheese. Its gravitational pull would trigger earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, and massive landslides. Entire mountain ranges would vanish into its insatiable abyss. As the Earth's crust crumbles, the mantle and core would start to collapse, unraveling the planet from the inside out. All living beings on the planet would perish instantly, crushed by earthquakes or buried under layers of debris. Humanity would go extinct before even realizing what hit it. Second scenario, a giant black hole the size of the moon, but with the mass of our sun. This is a monster about 10 million kilometers wide, a true behemoth. A black hole of this size would destroy the Earth in seconds. The gravitational pull near the event horizon would be thousands of times stronger than Earth's gravity. People and objects would be literally glued to the ground, unable to move. Then they would be stretched and distorted by tidal forces until they turned into thin pancakes. Next, they would be pulled towards the singularity and torn to pieces by its gravity. Even the sun would fear to approach such a monster. Its rays would be bent around the black hole, unable to reach Earth's surface. The planet would plunge into darkness and icy cold. In just a few hours, the giant black hole would tear apart the Earth, swallowing it whole. Humanity would have no chance of survival. Third scenario, a mega monster. A black hole the size of our solar system, containing several trillion suns. Such a gigantic beast would disintegrate Earth in a flash, turning our planet into dust. The sun would also meet a terrible fate, pulled apart by the monster's gravity. The Earth would be thrown out of its orbit and sent hurtling through interstellar space. Humanity would face certain annihilation. But what if the black hole didn't touch Earth directly, but remained, say, at a distance of 10 light years? How would that affect us? At such a distance, the black hole wouldn't destroy the Earth, but its presence would disturb our planet's orbit around the sun. Astronomers predict that the Earth might gradually drift away from the sun and eventually freeze, plunging humanity into an ice age. Moreover, the black hole would disrupt Earth's magnetic field, exposing us to lethal cosmic radiation. Additionally, its gravity could destabilize the asteroid belt, sending dangerous space rocks hurtling towards our planet. With each impact, the Earth would lose another part of its atmosphere, soil, and water, gradually turning into a lifeless desert. Humanity would have to fight not only for survival, but also for a place to live. Perhaps some colonies could flee to Mars or the Moon, while others might venture further into space, seeking refuge on distant planets or in space stations. In this struggle, humanity would be united like never before. We'd have to pool our resources and knowledge to survive, which might lead to major technological breakthroughs. Scientists would work tirelessly to shield our planets from space debris and radiation. Engineers would develop new engines and spacecraft to search for suitable planets for colonization. Meanwhile, astronomers would keep a close eye on the black hole, hoping to find a way to redirect it away from the solar system. If all goes well, humanity will manage to preserve civilization, but our lives will forever be overshadowed by the threat posed by the monster in space. Some might see this as the end of our story, while others might find strength in unity and resilience. Only time will tell how this struggle unfolds. So, let's return to the original question. How would humanity behave if a black hole suddenly appeared on Earth? To answer this, we can turn to history. Throughout human history, we've faced numerous threats, wars, natural disasters, pandemics, but we've always managed to adapt and survive. In the face of a black hole, our first reaction would be panic. People would try to flee from its destructive power, but there would be nowhere to hide. Airports would be overwhelmed with passengers, roads choked with fleeing vehicles. However, soon reality would set in. People would realize that escape was impossible. Then they would pull themselves together to face the inevitable. Ordinary people would try to protect their loved ones, while scientists and engineers would work tirelessly to find a solution to this cosmic puzzle. Governments would unite their efforts to make a final stand against the invader from space. Even if it meant sacrificing the planet, humanity would show courage and solidarity, striving to preserve the best of its achievements. Faced with annihilation, people would rediscover the meaning of life and the value of coexistence. In short, a black hole emerging on Earth would be a challenge unlike any other in human history. It would demand unity, courage, and unwavering determination. While total destruction is a real possibility, it's also a chance for humanity to showcase its strength and ingenuity. By exploring this hypothetical scenario, we reflect on our place in the universe and recognize the fragility of our existence. However, it's precisely this fragility that makes life so precious. Appreciating the present and cherishing every moment becomes crucial. Moreover, contemplating such scenarios fuels scientific progress. It inspires researchers to explore the mysteries of the cosmos and seek solutions to the challenges that lie ahead. In facing the threat posed by a black hole, humanity would undoubtedly unite its efforts and demonstrate exceptional resilience. This realization underscores our strength and ability to overcome even the most daunting challenges. After all, our survival depends on it. And if you've enjoyed this journey to the heart of a black hole, please support our work. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with those who love learning about space as much as we do. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.